Hello, Jack, you're back on the Second Coming server on layrad.net. Got quite a bit to show you since the last video. Um, Still, I've been working on my lab a bit, moved my coke ovens, discovered this sugar coke from Plugins for Forestry. As you know, I think I showed you this last video, you can take sugarcane, obviously craft it into sugar, that's vanilla. In the Railcraft coke oven, pop the sugar in, yep, and it'll start cooking it into sugar coke. As you can see, that doubles the energy. Sugar charcoal, that's 1000 EU, 10 EU per tick, and sugar coke is double that. So same rate, but you know, free energy basically. I'm working on a harvester and a planter right now in Mine Factory Reloaded. I want to see if I can automate sugarcane production, auto-craft it into sugar, push the sugar to a coke oven, and then push the sugar charcoal out of that into another coke oven to get sugar coke, and then push the sugar coke to a generator such as this one, um, an IC2 generator. And that would be like basically free energy. And in IC2 you can also make crops, and my friend Pegasus, creator of this entire concept, well, he hasn't created the concept of a modded server, but he created Overload in the first place, which was basically as many mods as you could possibly shove in to a server, and managed to do the necessary work and administration, because running a server is not easy. I know for a fact that right now I couldn't do it very well, and I'm very grateful to Pegasus and Kato for the server administration work that they do, because it's not easy running a game server and to be constantly available and to fix things and so on. And setting up a server with 270 Forge mods is, that's a big task. That's something that not many people would be able to do. Anyway, automating sugarcane production and shoving sugar coke into an IC2 generator would be great. And if I can use IC2 crops, apparently Pegasus said that you can make a sugarcane crop that will grow really fast. So that would be awesome. I'm definitely going to work on that in the future, I think. For now, what I've been working on is using Ex Nihilo for free lava generation, basically. Here are the Crucibles over a bed of lava, so the lava heats them up. Then you can use thermal expansion item ducts to push cobble into them, and then the Crucible smelts the cobble into lava, and then the lava is pumped into the tank. Now I haven't gotten any stored in this open blocks tank yet, largely because I've been doing a lot of tinkering, making this harvester and planter and so on, and that's taken up a lot of my EU. In fact, so much that I've had to use sugar coke recently, as well as the geothermal power, but I'm basically out of lava right now. So, but my bat box is full now. It was draining earlier, even though I wasn't using anything, which is a bit odd. I need to look into that. I thought a cover or something on a machine might have been doing it. Alright, put my sugar coat back for now. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing there, and like I've made what I've always wanted to do is build a tower with a central mine shaft and use the mine shaft for a ladder. Now I've swapped my ladder out for an elevator track, so I can basically go from the top to the bottom, 256 meters really quickly using this elevator track. And I'm hoping that I can automate that and use switches and so on, so that if I'm at the base, where I'm going to put my nether portal, for instance, and I want not to go to the top but to go to sea level, I should just be able to flick a switch, as in my destination, and then hit the button to go, and boom, I'm off. I'm pretty sure that's possible. So looking forward to that. Anyway, so you can see I've got a barrel here for cobble. That's cobble purely to go to the Crucibles. Haven't got any cobble right now. So if you put cobble in there, hit the switch, pushes the cobble down, and then I've got fluid ducts going down, and that'll pump it out, and you can see it pumps it to my geothermal generator, although, you know, I use the crescent hammer. Boom. I was having that off right now so I can more easily manage my lava usage. And then that goes to the smeltery, which the smeltery I'm probably going to move probably down here so it's near my storage, because I've got my metal ingots, or ingots in general here, some plastic bars that Kato gave me, which is very helpful. So I'm going to have to move this big tank of creosote oil. I also want to build a semi-fluid generator because I can use that creosote oil for energy. For EU, using a semi-fluid generator, but I just haven't tried that yet. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've got these apples now as well. I think there are two different types of apple on the server because these ones aren't dropping. I think these are Pam's apples. Yeah, Pam's Harvestcraft base. There's GrowthCraft on the server as well. GrowthCraft. The apples, I believe, drop. Which means that you can use flowing water, an idea that Kato came up with, to harvest the apples automatically. There's a firefly! And a deer. The deer's quite nice. He's only just arrived. I like the deer. I think you can tame the animals, so I'm trying that. Since sugar is a thing right now, I'm going to harvest sugar. If I remember rightly, you can't eat raw sugar, which I think is a major oversight on Mojang's part there. I mean, surely everybody from time to time has just thought, I want something sweet. I'm just going to eat some sugar. I haven't done that for many a year, but I'm pretty sure when I was younger, I did it. Maybe I'm alone in that, but sometimes you just want something sweet, right? I'm just going to check the sound. Oh, sorry. That should be lower. There you go. I apologise if that was difficult to hear my voice then. Obviously, with every time I make a new instance, like for a new server mod configuration, mod pack, it changes all the default settings. So you have to change your controls unless you import the original text file. Oh yeah, I believe a lightning strike has set the oil geyser on fire, which is both annoying aesthetically, and I assume it's burning up the oil so I won't be able to use it later on. However, because certain nether creatures like cinders spawn over fire, it's been quite useful as a sort of ad hoc makeshift mob grinder, or mob generator anyway. There's a creature, I think that's a lava lobber. No, that's a cinder. Let's see if we can lure it out. Come here so I can kill you. No, they're really easy to kill with this particular sword. That's an alumite sword. It's reinforced, auto repair, luck and sharpness on it. I think I used a paper something or other on it to get an extra modifier, which is very nice. Absolutely love Tinker's Construct. I think shout out to Dio for Tinker's Construct. Absolutely fantastic mod. I mean, the guy's made one of the best multi-block structures that I've ever come across. The only other ones I really know of are GregTech, I think, and the Coke Oven. Like the blast furnace and the Coke Oven and Railcraft. I mean, it's just bloody brilliant. I mean, it's just so good in so many ways. I'm looking forward to automating it as well. I mean, I'm already pumping lava to it because it supports, you know, forged liquids and so on. I make blocks with the casting basin. You can even make glass plates. You get clear glass if you smelt sand, and you can put the sand into the molten glass you can put into the casting basin to get a block of glass. Or if you want panes straight away, instead of crafting the glass blocks into panes, you can just take out the cast. I've got some blood in there for some reason. I think an Enderman teleported into my smeltery. Oh, what's this? Is that iron in there or something? Or... I don't know. That's one fiddly thing that I haven't worked out how to manage yet. Anyway, Tinker's Construct, fantastic mod. I encourage you to give it a try. It's a real bugger to start with. If you're used to vanilla Minecraft, which that's most of us are, it's quite fiddly to get rid of. I mean, I first started playing Tinker's Construct with the Iguana add-on for it, which makes it a lot harder. So in fairness, I'm probably a bit biased there. But it does take a bit of getting used to, because crafting your tools is completely different. You know, no longer do you have to, you can't just use your assembly table. If you put your assembly table into your thing again, into your inventory crafting table, the 2x2 one, you get a crafting station, which is exactly the same, but if you put a chest next to it, then when you right click on it, you get a chest here, which you've probably seen before. Then you also have to make a stencil table, then you make patterns, and a pattern is simply 2 blocks and 2 sticks, like so, blank pattern. NEI is always slow to load the first time you use it. It's like takes like 5 seconds. There you go. So that gets you a pattern. Put your pattern in the stencil table, and you can make a pattern, which then put in a pattern chest, which is just a chest with a pattern over it. And then you use the part builder. So for instance, there's my pickaxe, which is going to be the first thing you want to make. And then you put your material, be it wood, or wooden plank, stone, obsidian, whatever. And then you get that. And then you use the tool station, or so I've got an upgraded one, which is tool forge. You put those parts into the appropriate thing, binding and a tool rod as well, and that's how you get your tools. But the great thing is, you know, you can modify them. So you can see here I've put ball and moss, lapis and quartz. Lapis gives you looting or fortune, depending on whether it's a tool or a weapon. Quartz adds sharpness to my blade, so it seems to be doing the trick, because it's definitely getting things quicker. I can kill an enderman in 2 strikes. Anyway, let's see, what else can I show you guys? At the moment I'm working on making, let's see, what do I need for this? Ah yes, I'm in the middle of making a bronze blast hull, a bronze hull even. I have to macerate the dust though, which is really annoying. Why isn't it macerating? Maybe there's some lag going on. Oh yeah, I've got a... What's going on? I have to macerate Tinker's Construct metal sometimes in order to get the GregTech equivalent. That's odd. That's very odd. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I broke the wire or something? No, I shouldn't have. I haven't even touched it. Oh. It doesn't seem to be connected. They're all, my furnace just works and that is connected. They're all like connected. I wonder if I can use my wrench to... No. Oh, what's going on there? Strange times. Just to organise my stuff. I'm trying to organise everything at the moment. So that raw materials, like the initial materials that you start off with, are at the top. So sugarcane, I can craft that into sugar and paper, and also the sugar charcoal. This is like my fuel, so I've got sugar charcoal, charcoal, coal, and coal coke. So like in order of like power, of like energy. Basically, then you got cotton string, wool, etc. It's not perfectly organised just yet, but it essentially works. Like bones and flowers I can craft into bone meal. And then here, like I've got alloys, like so. Got 2 coppers and 1 copper nickel. If I had any aluminium, then the aluminium brass would be underneath that. And you can see I'm reorganising my floor here. I'm also making the floors 3 blocks high as well, so that there's a floor and a ceiling, and there's a gap between for cabling, which I haven't used before in anything really. But it's something I've always wanted to try, so I can tidy up cables. So like that cable should be hidden, but I need to adjust the height of my base basically, because now, like I built this at sea level, but I think ultimately it now needs to be moved up. But it's not the end of the world. In fact, I have an idea how to solve that top one as well. Well, running out of things to show you there. You can see that cinders spawned. Now this is the clear glass I was talking about before. These are all clear glass planes from Tinker's Construct. It's a lovely idea. I always used to just edit the texture file myself to make the glass texture completely transparent, or like completely transparent with like a small border to it. But this is I never thought of doing the whole thing transparent. Probably because I didn't want to. I wanted to still give some indication that it was there, but it's much nicer this way. I was a fool to not try that. You can see I've got all my stone casts in that chest, and those casts are what you use to make, well, these are the casts I suppose, the stone actual tools, like plates and rods and so on. You know, those items made out of stone, you pop them on the casting table, that makes the cast. Using aluminium brass, which is copper and aluminium, in a 1:3 ratio. 1 copper to 3 aluminium. Anyway, I think I've got stuff to do, frankly, so I can't just play Minecraft and ramble like I would like to. But there's plenty of time for that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to pass any feedback on to me one way or another, although I'd be very curious to hear what you think of my videos. And yeah, I will see you next time. Oh yes, of course, as ever, if you want to play server and community that I play on, it's called laerad.net. It's laerad.net. Check out the forums there. You can get to our IRC channel on irc.esper.net, hashtag laeradchat. And yeah, come and talk to us. Come and play with us. The more the merrier. Alright, see you next time.